Anua is bustling in celebration of the 30-year festival. Kaitos and the others head to the palace to deliver King Latikan's letter to Queen Corelia. And with that, welcome back everybody to Let's Play Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings of the Lost Ocean. In the last episode, we finished up some side quests in Diadem, and we made our way to the third floating island, Anua. And we just came to the village of Komo Mai, just in time for the 30-year festival, which is a sacred festival that happens once every 30 years. I'm gonna come in here real quick to buy some stuff at the shop, because this shop actually has a bunch of stuff, and it's a really easily accessible item place here. Like, you can buy a dark sword, you can also buy a marvelous sword, which is a new Magnus, as well as Black Scepter, which is another darkness-based attack for Gabari. So we're gonna go ahead and buy a bunch of this stuff here. Fruity Gelatin, we might want to buy some of that. Peach, this is the first time we've run into Peach as well, and I don't have very much money left after I spend all that. I need to go and get some more pictures taken of everything else. I also like the shopkeeper here. I like the little sprout outfit she's wearing. It's cute. But we're going to rest our wings, because I don't think I rested my wings since our last battle. I might have. I couldn't remember. But, yeah, this shop has a lot of cool stuff in it already, so we're going to go ahead and build our deck a little bit. Get rid of one of those and put in the Shadow Cornet. Callus, we definitely need to work on your deck, dude. Get rid of these sabers. These sabers are, like, literally, like, 8 attack. At this point in the game, I should not have this stuff in here. I will mention that you can come back to shops whenever you want, and they usually restock their items that you can get. So, honestly, it'd probably be best to kind of just, like, grind up a little bit at this point in the game. There's no, I know that this game has a lot of revolving mechanics around time-based stuff, but, it's not gonna hurt you to grind up for money and stuff like that. But, as you can see, the villagers are all celebrating this 30-year festival, which is basically a festival that happens once every 30 years when the flowers on the celestial tree, the big tree on this island, blooms its leaves. Healthy looking mellow bananas being opened. Upon closer inspection, you notice something stuck beneath the banana basket. It's another banana. So we can put more bananas in here, and actually I kind of need to, because I saw with my pretty eyes, I saw that Callus didn't have, he had rotten grapes, so we're going to get rid of that and replace with bananas. I know the bananas are kind of like, not reliable and whatsoever, but we're going to explore this island a little bit, or this town a little bit, because this is kind of like the town you come back to quite often in this game. This is our first visit to this town, but I guarantee you, we will be coming back to this village quite often. The festival only held once every 30 years. Look at my kid. He's head over heels. Oh. Well, excited time. Come on. What are we waiting for? We don't have to hurry. Komo Mai cookies will be gone. Holding the festival is all well and good, but the celestial tree didn't even bloom last 2 times. I just hope this isn't a bad omen. Ugh. Well, considering the state of the world at the moment. The only thing in this house is these nameless flowers you can pull from magnet incense, as well as the stagnant water here. I don't think there's anything in this house besides that. I don't remember there being any, places you could search for in this house. And the next house has a couple more things that we can get. Namely, one thing in particular is the only source of these ducks here, and it's like the only source in the game that you could get fantail duck eggs. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in our Magnus here. I need to actually clean out my blank Magnus thing here. We don't need the Diadem Royal Crest anymore, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that, as well as, well, I want to wait until that evolves into something else. I hate to really do it, but I don't really need this anymore. We might need it later, but I can always go back later once we have access to traveling the worlds freely. I can go back and get it. I don't like getting rid of it, because that's like an hour's worth of waiting and stuff, but that's okay. I wonder if these duckies know what's going on. They're really gotten all riled up since the festival started. The festival, I'm not interested in, I won't go. Celestial flowers won't bloom anyways, they never do. What good is festivals celebrating the celestial tree if the celestial flowers will not even bloom? I don't think there's... I think you can get water in this well, if I remember correctly, so this is another source of stagnant water if you want to. But we have no need for it right now. I don't think there's anything else in this house besides fantail ducks eggs. Fantail duck eggs will evolve into something else after a couple minutes. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. You might want to do it for your Magnus library. But this is not where all the stuff is on the screen here. This may look a little bit weird, but this right here, this center area, you're probably like, how do I get in there? You have to go through here. This is like a giant like garden archway and whatnot. So you just come up this way and you activate a cutscene. Wait, hold on there. Terribly sorry. I didn't pay you enough money. That was awfully kind of you. Most people would have just been like, hey, got off scot-free. That was awfully nice of you. Here's what I owe you. Thanks again. Come back when you got more game to sell. The monsters you bring are always the top of the line. Right. That woman had a portrait, so you already know she's an important character. Usually important characters have portraits. Curious, are we? She's a hunter living in the mountains. Popped up around 6 months ago and found herself home in Apu, the waterfall village. But she doesn't talk much and pretty much keeps to herself. But I can't complain. She's a damn fine hunter. The best there is, I tell you. Well, nice to see that, you know, ladies making a living. But yeah, this is a giant archway, and this leads to the other screen. This other screen is probably something that most players, first time they play, will get confused about. Hello, merrymakers. Come over and try the legendary Komo Mai cookies. Komo Mai cookies? No thanks. We're in a hurry, old man. Sorry, but we don't need any. You don't need any, but Komo Mai cookies are legendary sweets with a long and delicious history. Never say I didn't offer you any. I would have taken the cookies myself, but what kind of world do we live in when nobody understands the value of delicious Komo Mai cookies? Keep that guy in mind, because we're going to be doing a side quest with him later. You must be surprised by all this racket. Everyone's too busy enjoying the festival to pay attention to the travelers. Let me give you a quick tour. If you go straight, you'll reach Queen Corelia's palace. The stairs to your left and right will lead you to Nue Nue's illustrious School of Magic. So, unfortunately, as you can probably see, there's a giant festivities going on the front gate here. If we go closer to her, the entertainer says, heave ho, heave her ho. Hooray for the Celestial Tree! Hooray for Queen Corelia! Huh? What is this? We can't get through all this. We have no choice. Let's force them out of the way. No, Callus, that's kind of... Don't start trouble in town. We can't do that, Callus. Let them enjoy the festival. Let's check out some other places and come back later. I really love that portrait of Shella with Mimai in her hood. It's so cute. I love Mimai. Mimai is such an adorable thing. So obviously we can't go into the palace yet. This stumped me when I was first playing this game all those years ago. You have to activate certain events in sequence in order to get them to move out of the way. So let's go over to the School of Magic. You hear that old grandfather clock tinging in the background. School of Magic. There's a couple scenes on both the left and right wings of the School of Magic we needed in order to get inside the palace. This is no good. I'm late for a lecture. Should I pretend I lost track of time? Should I apologize? Or should I go home? I don't know what to do. Oh, conundrum of that. We go inside this classroom here. There are 5 continents in all. Each of them an island nation floating in the sky. The ancient land of Sadal Sud, Diadem, land of the clouds, and our very own Anue Nue, the rainbow nation. Mira, city of illusion, and how far the Empire of the Flame. They all prospered in independent states, giving birth to unique and varied cultures. There were a number of border skirmishes in the years past, yet none of them have led to large-scale wars among the islands. Our forefathers have toiled hard to keep the peace as we enjoy today. Let us offer a prayer that this peace should last forever. Oh man, if you knew what was going on our quest, you would wish that prayer would be answered. I made the right decision to come to Diadem to study abroad here. It's true that what they say about the school magic, the variety and depth of the lectures are unbearable. Most of the characters in this room will tell you just say, hey, go sit down, class is in session, he's gonna get mad. But there is one quest I kind of want to look at. Let's kind of look inside here. It says this student's locker, you find a moldy piece of bread inside. That's disgusting. But we do get Chronos below level 2, which honestly, thinking about it, is kind of funny when you think about it. Because this is timed-based magic, and mold only appears on bread after a certain amount of time. It's kind of a funny joke. Yeah, there's nothing here. Most of the students here, like I said, will just tell you, say, hey, hurry up and take a seat. If I were you, a teacher is great at lectures. He gets really angry if you dawdle, though. But there is one character in here we want to talk to. Oh, wait, what did that say? This is a student's locker. You find a wet bathing suit. That's disgusting, man. Shelf here is preserved textbook on forgetful students. We need to talk to this student right here. Hey, can you bother the person sitting in front of me? I'd be the top student in this class if it weren't for them. Okay, let's talk to him. Hey, don't talk to me. I'm trying to take notes here. This class is really popular and it's hard to take everything in. Please do not disturb me. I said don't disturb me. Hurry up and take a seat. Hey, look, you made me misspell a word, and I didn't catch what the teacher just said. Hey, do you have something against me? I give up. I can't concentrate with you around. And then after that, he just doesn't talk to you anymore. But you need to do that in order to talk to this kid again. Says, hey, good job. You really annoyed that person sitting in front of me. With your help, it looks like I'm going to be the new top student. Since you helped me race to the top, I'd like to give you something in return. He gives you the Magnus Magical Piggy Bank. This item is a missable item. Yeah, so be sure to do the side quest. If we look at our... Is it in the... I think it might just be in the collection. It might, because this is kind of a special Magnus. This is one of the Magnuses that isn't a battle Magnus. It's more of a you can sell this Magnus. So if we come down here and look at it, if I can find it, there it is. It says such a cute little piggy bank with the cute little eyes and spinning tail and empty now, but give it time, money will magically save up. This item right here evolves over time, and it evolves into a full piggy bank. But it also evolves further than that. It evolves into a broken piggy bank after that. If you want to 100% this game, you must resist the tempted urge to sell this thing. Because if you let the piggy bank get full, you could sell it for a lot of money. But you will also miss out on the entry in your collection Magnus, your Magnus collection. So you have to kind of just bite the bullet and kind of just not sell it and wait until it evolves into a broken piggy bank. Now, granted, the broken piggy bank will not sell for anything, and that's kind of the thing that you have to do. But make sure you pick that up because it's a missable Magnus if you miss it. And just let it age. So in this room here, if we come over here and talk to the oil paintings right here, you find something underneath the oil paintings. Inside is a sweetheart picture. This is another one of those random item Magnuses that evolve after a while. It'll evolve into a different picture later, so just keep that in mind. Let's talk to this person right here. It says, I can't talk to you right now. This novel I'm reading is completely riveting. What book am I reading? Why should I tell you? Will you leave me alone if I tell you? No. It's an adventure novel called The Wizard of Apu. Okay, I told you the title. Now please leave me alone. No. Shh. Wasn't I clear enough the first time? People come here to read the books in peace. You're acting like a little kid, you know? Please have some manners. I love the dialogue options of like you bother the kids in school trying to learn. But we need to talk to this lady here. She says, have you heard of the legend of the ocean? I think we've already learned about this before. Giant blue ocean. A long time ago, when sky and earth were still apart, when the 5 continents were not yet afloat, a huge puddle of water called the ocean covered most of the land. I like how they call it puddles when the ocean is nothing but it's nothing like a puddle. Continents at the bottom of the sky, water covering the land. Somewhat hard to imagine, isn't it? That's yet another cutscene we have to activate in order to gain access to the palace. Now that we're pretty much done with this side of the school, we need to go to the other side, which is all the way over here. We just come over here to the right wing, and we can see more people here. I'm impressed that you crossed the sky to study in Nue Nue. Whatever your interest, all types of subjects can be studied here. Best of luck with your studies. Well, thank you. Let's look at the clock here. It says the clock hands are racing around in circles. You feel much older just staring at rapid movements. I love that text there. But this guy right here says, beautiful. I'm amazed by your beauty. The magic mirrors might say that Queen Corelia is the most beautiful woman in the world. But I, for one, would say that you're the most beautiful woman in the world, honey. What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to hit on me? Can't you come up with something more original? Yeah, this text looks like it's nothing later, but later in the game, or I say later in the game, it's like later on, they will give you a source of Magnus for the popular pickup line, which is, we only got it once in this game, so that's going to be a renewable source of it. Today we're going to talk about the mysteries of our world. This is yet another cutscene we have to activate. Let's start with the toxic clouds, poisonous clouds down below that make up the bottom of the sky. No creatures can survive in those clouds, which is one reason why they're often said to be the boundary between life and the next. Moving on, here's another tale you might have heard before. It's said that the kingdom of ice part to the north. Some claim it's so cold there in the air that you breathe out, or even your wings will freeze solid. According to legend, this frigid land is ruled by witches, fearsome witches that wield dark and powerful magic. Of course, this could just be a fanciful tale told by superstitious sailors, similar to the rumors of the phantom ships and the mermaids luring sailors to darkness. There are so many mysteries in our world that have yet to be solved. Perhaps someone among here today will find some answers to these perplexing questions. So now we got another lecture about the world in particular. Like the other room, this is kind of another room where a lot of the kids are going to be like, oh, just take a seat already if you talk to them. This is a student locker. Female gym clothes and a recorder are carelessly jammed into it. Upon closer inspection, you notice something else among the mess. Inside's another black scepter, which is another item for Jabari. Another paddle we can put in his deck, which is a really strong paddle. Okay, so we come over here and kind of investigate most of the stuff here. Weekly timetables posted. The box for the current history. Our lecture is island history. I can talk today. I swear I can. This month's motto: shut the classroom door after you open it. If you won't close it, don't open it. Something stuck between the books. Inside is Secret Recipe 3. This is another important Magnus we're going to need for later. Student locker can't be opened with a padlock and can't be opened. Now that sucks. Well, let's talk to this guy. This guy is kind of important. Hey, will you do me a favor? See that girl sitting to my right? Will you, tell her I think she's cute? Well, I know I should tell her myself, but I'm afraid she's gonna turn me down, so I ended up asking you like this. Oh, there's gotta be some way for me to tell her my feelings. And there is going to be a way to do that. If we talk to this lady right here, she says, hey, could you see the man sitting on my left? Will you tell him something for me? I couldn't help but notice you staring at me. Please stop because you're creeping me out. Oh, that feels so bad. But this is going to be a quest we're going to be doing later. We just don't have access to it yet. So just remember that quest exists. When we come down here, and this is probably a really funny room here. We talked to this person in particular. She goes, indeed, I am the principal here at the School of Magic. Huh? You look surprised. Is it my young age? Scholarship is not determined by age. If there's something you'd want to know, feel free to ask me. Just remember this little girl is the principal of the school. But that's not all here. We can kind of look around here to see if there's more stuff around here. Labeled for principal only. I don't think there's anything else in here, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Oh. Okay, well, we're going to talk to this person right here. This green liquid, can you guess what it is? It's been here since the School of Magic is first established. No one knows what it is, though. I suppose there's always some mystery involved with the facility and a long history. I'm very curious how it smells, how it tastes. Is there no one brave enough curious enough to taste an unidentified bubbling green liquid? If we look at it in the flask here, an unknown green liquid filled in a bottle with a giant canonical flask. Let's smell it first. That's surprising. It doesn't smell half bad. Okay. So how does it smell? What? It smells delicious. Well, then why don't you taste it next? I'm scared too. If it's been here for a long time, I don't know what it's going to taste like. But let's go ahead and taste it. Callus falls down. Yuck. I love this. Damn. I thought it might taste better than it looks, but no, it's even worse. Ugh, yuck. I thought I was gonna keel over and die. Look at that lady. She's just laughing her butt off. You're killing me. I was really curious about that flask, but now I finally know. Thanks for the comic relief. For making me laugh so hard, I want you to have this. She gives us a silkworm. That's another item that evolve over time. So, yeah, I love that. Actually, I want to show something else on that. It's funny. If you go back to the flask after you've done that quest, an unknown green liquid, it'll give you the same thing here. We could go, let's taste it. It's Callus is like, hey, give me a break. I'll never try that again. I wonder if he does the same thing with smell. Okay. Yeah, it's the same text as before. But yeah, if you try to taste it again, Callus is like, hell no, man. I'm not doing that again. Uh-oh. That was weird. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what was going on with that. I'm hoping the recording's okay. I don't know what happened there, but let's continue onwards. Now that we pretty much visited all of the areas of the school magic, the festivities up front are gone. So let's go up front. And let's go inside the palace. And we are now inside Corelia's palace. Well, like I said before, this is going to be a kind of a place we come back to quite often. So get used to this palace. We want to explore the rooms first because there's a couple of Magnuses that are kind of important in the rooms here. If we come over here and look at this, I don't think that's anything. We look at this plant here. There's something in the flower pot amidst the healthy growth. Inside are deluxe bananas, which are obviously better bananas than regular. Let's get rid of something. Let's get rid of the saber, and we'll just put in the bananas. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. I think that's it in this room for right now. I don't think there's anything else we can get. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's just a, a gray thorn jumping on the bed. He's like, hey, I'm here. I'm just jumping. I love gray thorns. They're so cute. Okay, so we can go across here. There's a couple other rooms we can kind of visit. This room in particular here. If we look at this table, it says there's something underneath the ripe fruit. We get some strawberries, which is a really good healing item. Let's put that in Callus's deck because I really want to get rid of this old, like these weak items here. Let's get rid of the fishing pole. Actually, no. Let's get rid of the voice. I don't really like voice that much. It doesn't really help me that much. We'll put the strawberries in there, and I don't think there's anything in here. Oh no, there's a flower bud. Okay, cool. That's a good thing there. It says every time the wind blows inside, leaves scatter flower, spreading the fresh scent of the foliage. The foliage. I love the word foliage. Half-eaten fruits have been carelessly left across the table. The fruits look very ripe. Okay. And then there's this lady here making this bed here. When I was cleaning Queen Corelia's room, I tripped over a shelf beside her bed. Something that looked like seeds fell off the shelf. I worked at this palace for 50 years and I've never made such a blunder. This lady's going to be important later. I mean, really important because she's going to be like your only source of certain things. So remember that lady's there. We can come inside Queen Corelia's room. I know, strange enough, we can come inside the Queen's room. But there are several items in this room alone. Namely, I don't think it's this one. I think it's this one right here. Basic gold shimmering candle. No, it's actually, I think it's over here. There's something on the dressing table. This is a hairdryer. This is the only hairdryer in the entire game. And make sure you grab this because this is going to be very important for SP combos later. If we look at her bed, it says Corelia must have just gotten out of this bed. It's still warm. You get the Magnus mattress. But that's not all. If we look at this shelf right here, it says dark brown seeds, each of them large enough to fill your palm, are inside each red pod. We can trap the magnet essence of a celestial flower seed. Yes, we want this. Well, we want to actually grab, I think, we'll just grab one for now, but remember that this is here. This is your only source of getting these flower seeds. We want this flower seed to age over time because it will evolve into something. But without further ado, let's go up and meet with the Queen. May we proceed then, Your Highness? I agree with your suggestions. Please do. You must be travelers. I welcome you to Nui Nui. What can I do for you? We came from Diadem, Your Highness. We bear important news from King Lottikon. From King Lottikon? What could this be about? Your Highness, I must ask leave of you. Please see to that everything is taken care of. As you wish, Your Highness. Perhaps there is a clue to the lost chambers and the warlocks of old. We will strive to find something we can begin working on. Just slowly walk on over, dude. I guess he is an old scholar, so he's gonna move a little bit slower than normal. Now then, tell me of this news you bring. Got this letter here for you. Please take this letter, Your Highness. This is indeed the royal crest of Diadem. The 5N Magnus sealed away in times long past. The power of cursed Malpercio, evil god of chaos and destruction. So you believe one of these N Magnus is sealed away somewhere in our lands, and that the Emperor Gelderblade, is looking for it? Without a doubt, Your Highness. We must find the N Magnus before he does. Oh, we have company, I see. Pardon me, I did not realize you were an audience with your guests. Please join us, Emperor Geldablame. Well, speak of the devil, there's the Emperor of Alfard right there. What, Geldablame? The Emperor has honored us with a visit. He's been staying in Inui for the last 3 days or so. Emperor Geldablame, if you please, would you happen to have heard of something called an End Magnus? End Magnus? I don't believe so. Is it just some special concern to your highness? It matters not, Emperor. You liar! Gabari, no. Don't play dumb with us. After what your goons did back in Diadem, if you think you can play ignorant and get away with murder, you best think again, you filthy slob. You're gonna pay for this. Don't start anything, Gabari. Hold your tongue, insolent fool. You are in the presence of Queen Corelia. An insult to the Queen's guest is an insult to the Queen herself. Speak respectfully or face the consequences. Hey, take it easy, will ya? I won't be busting any heads just yet. I appreciate your concern, but you may stand back. A true leader will always be the target of misunderstandings and envy, of libel and slander. I dare say I'm familiar with such outbursts. Yes, your magnificence. Who exactly are all of you anyways? If I'm not mistaken, this young man is wearing an imperial uniform. What mission could possibly warrant his being here, Poorly used. And the young lady there happens to remind me of a thief, a petty out-cut purse that stole jewelry from my palace and scampered away. Could this resemblance be a coincidence? What are you doing here, huh? Have you already guessed where the third Magnus is, or are you still looking? As stated previously, I have nary a clue as to what you're referring to. I am here on vacation, a routine break from my grueling duties. Your accusations are devoid of merit. Sure they are, buddy. By the way, Emperor Geldablame, is there something you need of me? Oh yes, Queen Corelia, I merely intended to bid you farewell. My responsibilities are calling out to me. I must be leaving shortly. I understand. I do hope you enjoyed your stay. My sincere thanks to your hospitality. My stay here has been fruitful. You must come visit me sometime at the Imperial capital. You will always be welcome, my dear Corelia. I thank you for the invitation. I hope to do so whenever possible. A day I will cherish. Farewell, my dear Corelia. I invite you all too to visit my empire. You will be most welcome. I'm sure. It will be truly an unforgettable journey. Just waddle on out of here, dude. That callous. I never imagined he would be alive. Kill him! Do whatever it takes. If left alone, he will prove a threat to my empire. As you wish. And what should be done about the End Magnus presumed to be on this island? Fool, lower your voice. Inui's magical shield is powerful enough to curb any frontal assaults. And there is little hope of Corelia's agreeing with my plans. No matter. Concentrate on eliminating that winged mongrel. I will consider alternative approaches to securing this particular Aang Magnus. As you wish, your magnificence. But why would that girl be here? It is not like Giacomo to fail me thus. What could he be up to? Now then, I read the letter from King Laodican, and his points are well taken. However, Inui cannot agree to help another nation face the might of the Empire. Why not, Your Highness? We, the people of Inui, are opposed to any and all forms of strife. We have a long-standing tradition of remaining neutral towards the other islands, a tradition that we refuse to change. Sounds nice on paper, I'll give you that. Staying nice and fair while the whole world falls apart around you. You were warned to hold your tongue. Besides, I have never heard of any legend telling of a cursed power sealed in this land. It's not like that I don't trust you, but I'm sure there's not how much of a story is credible. The people of Inui have followed one simple teaching for generations. Sing with the celestial tree and dance with the flowers bloom. That is all. Sing with the celestial tree, dance when its flowers bloom. Under the current circumstances, Inui cannot make any rash decisions. Really? Please pass my regards to King Laodican. There's not much else we can do for now. Unfortunately, it looks like Queen Corelia is just not really in the mood to talk about this stuff. Excuse me, did you say your name was Callus? Yeah, why? It's nothing. Nothing important. Take care of yourselves. Seems like Queen Corelia knows something that we don't. Well, fortunately, we can't really do anything, so let's just leave the palace for right now. Unfortunately, we kind of in crossroads on what to do at this point. So what now? Going back empty-handed ain't an option. I agree. Finding the Emperor here wasn't exactly reassuring. Despite what Queen Corelia told us, it seems likely that one of the End Magnus is indeed here. Maybe we could find it on our own. More volunteer work. What about you? What would you do, Matthew? We gotta look for it, dude. We can't really just go back with our tail between our legs. All right, if you say so, Matthew. So, where should we start looking? You all look very troubled about something. What's the matter? Well, it's nothing really. We're just looking for something. Well, whatever you're looking for. You could try visiting the ancient library of magic. It's been abandoned for quite a while. But I hear one of the witches has gone back there recently. I'm sure she could point you in the right direction. One of the witches? Are you sure? Sounds promising. Where's the library? It's on the hill to the east of town. Just go along the road, and I'm sure you'll find it. It's the only lead we got. Might be a good place to start. Yes, let's. Thank you very much for your help. My pleasure. That was awfully nice of that lady to kind of give us an idea. Because now we have a goal what we need to go. We need to go library magic. Let's get going. At least we have somewhere we can kind of look for. Oh. Looks like that lady from earlier was listening to us. And that's pretty much that. Our next goal is to go to the ancient library of magic, I guess. But this episode's been going on for quite a while. I didn't realize how many cutscenes there were that I had to activate. So, in the next episode, did my thing? Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, good. Yeah, the fantail egg evolved into a boiled egg. I knew it was going to take a little bit, but yeah, that's what it evolves into. So, yeah, there you go. So we got some progress done today. So, in the next episode of Let's Play Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings and Lost Ocean, we're going to be heading over to the ancient library magic. So with that, I will see you guys in the next episode.